started here in just a second. All right. We'll go ahead and get started. Oh, that's funny. You can see the emotes in the chat right there. How funny. Har har har. Okay. Oh, see? That's why you clean your palettes. You don't immediately get paint all over your brush. Alright, so we're gonna do a little basey wasty coating. Cool. Oh, am I out of water? Oh no! Oh no! I mean, not an ideal setup. I didn't clean this up after a airbrush heavy private lesson earlier today. All right, cool. Let me pop this up over here so I can see everything that's going on. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So I actually have a really big print here of Cobramode stuff. If you are watching on Twitch this evening, I did, because we've had 40 gifted subs so far. So if you are on Twitch, there are emotes now that didn't exist prior. So those are a thing. Those are a thing. So I kind of base coded where I want to move up from on this. I already have some thoughts. So I'm gonna start kind of green. So this is all gonna be really warm, but since I started with such a warm sort of orangey tone, I need to go green. Oh, I also need to change my palette, guys. We're trying. I'm glad I started early. Okay, I'm glad I started a little bit early. Tomorrow I am still planning on doing the paint party. I don't have a guest, so I have no idea. Rob, to answer your question, I'm not necessarily pushing for Twitch, but I had 40 people. I had people give away 40 subs and then start doing a bunch of bits and stuff, and then like Reaper rated me. So I mean, it is a place. And when I was comparing, like, because I was obviously, you remember, I was trying to figure out where people wanted to watch, and everyone kept saying YouTube, but no one at all was there live. So for me, it's better if I'm just on Twitch and Facebook, primarily, right, focusing on the people that are already watching from those two places, and then YouTube is just my, you know, like repository of stored videos, if all that makes sense. So pretty much nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is the time slot, which is evenings, which I think works out better. All right, let's see how quickly I can ruin this big old dang Yeti. So I'm thinking warm skin, cool hair. How about that, huh? You know what? We gotta... I know it's been a while. It's been a long time. We gotta operate, all right? Hydrate. Thank you. I can hydrate. I'm actually super hydrated. I had one of those liquid IV things earlier. Those are great. I'm like literally dying right now from allergies, sinuses, you name it. So anything to give me a little bit of a bumperino is gonna help. All right, let us begin tentatively here. So I'm looking at the boob meat, and I'm looking at where. Okay, so right about there. That's that highlight structure. At least for that shape. Those are small enough I don't need to care. This is kind of like two dots, and then let's see. Back here is going to be different. Well, it's going to be pretty much the same. So let's do like a bit of a curve. What I'm doing is I'm mapping out the volume directions on everything here, but we can go ahead and get started on this side. So again, this evening, we are working on Cobramode stuff, if you couldn't tell by the very obvious title. Hey, sibling. Oh yeah, sibling, you have a sub. You should use the new emotes in there. Let's see, we got yeah, there you go, drop the Arthur emote. So I'm doing a bit of a trick right now where I'm doing my initial highlight tone, and then we'll be going back in afterwards for the mid-tone. This is something that I really start picking up more a lot working with the Chimera paints, but it's very useful in general. But what it does is it kind of allows me, it's sort of like non-metallic metal. Like I'm able to just kind of sit and do rough sketching of like where I kind of see my lighting going. So that's what I'm doing right now, right? And you can see me like piecing out the muscle work. This is all hair right here, so I'm not super concerned with it. Now right here, I said I needed like kind of a curved structure, so that works. Oh, thank you so much for subbing with Amazon Prime. Remember, you guys can sub to my Twitch channel for free if you have Amazon Prime. You just gotta go to Twitch, hit that subscribe button, it'll say, hey, subscribe for free with Amazon Prime. You can just link your account. It costs you free $99. It is included with your Amazon subscription. Okay, so I'm gonna test this out really quick with the airbrush, and I may need. What we'll do is we'll go a little bit looser. Let's see. I'll continue to build up my structure here. Only because I know what's about to happen next, so I'm not too concerned. Bit of a donut top right there. Okay. And the question is too, right? Is this more of like, is he naked, or is it like short hair underneath the other hair? Like what exactly? What are we looking at, right? I think that's the question of the day on the texture for the skin. Does he have short hair? Does he not? All right, so I'm just gonna make sure. And I remember using an olive color on top of this brown, which I think obviously helps it all a little bit more than if we weren't. See, am I too dark today? How are we looking? Does that help? I don't know if that desaturates when I artificially increase my color. Hold on. I'll pull it up on a browser. Oh, whoa, my Facebook is like so delayed. Which I think, here we go. Helps. Boom. Okay. Man, Facebook hates me today. Wow, look at that. I love how it's like, no one is allowed to watch because you haven't streamed in a couple days. Okay. I'm gonna share this out real quick too. If you are on Facebook, go ahead and share it anywhere that makes sense. I always appreciate it. Okay. Let me see, where's that part? So that part is too tucked for it to really matter, which is fine. And it's a pretty good print. There are a couple of issues with it, right? But what print is perfect, am I right? Most of them I can hide in terms of like the lines that you get kind of going across the whole thing. But otherwise it is super delish. And I don't have the name of the vendor. I have it. Well, I have it in a message, but I need to look that back up so I can point everyone in the correct direction. Hey, Trash, how are you? Glad to see you. So this is hair. So this, okay. The old confrontation. Oh, Trash. Do you know what showed up in the mail today for me? I think it's on the box. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. So I've got. I wish you knew how much metal is in here. But so this is 19 pounds. Let me see. So it's 20. Sorry, this is 22 pounds of Rackham miniatures. So yeah, 22 pounds of confrontation goodness, man. And it's like a grail, like such good stuff. And you know. But anyway, so expect a lot of that for personal projects, dioramas, skirmish game. Like, I have all these skirmish games that I want to play, right? And that you can use whatever miniatures you want. And I just want to use a bunch of Rackham minis and paint them crazy. Yeah, there's a lot. I have some Devourers in there. I've got some of the Wolfen of Ela. I have the Dwarf, this like the Steam Brotherhood or whatever clan. That's in there. What else? There's no Mid-Nor, but I'll change that. Oh no, sorry, I lied. There is the Cyclops of Mid-Nor, and then also the Demon Tower. It's like a living guard tower or something. So orcs, I've got a bunch of orcs. Razim the Insane is a part of that batch. There's so much goodness in there. Alright, let's get his Steven Seagal hairline here. Don't worry though, this one isn't a Russian asset like actual Steven Seagal is now. What a nut job. What a nut job. Too many blows to the head, even though CT is a serious problem, but we can make fun of Steven Seagal, it's fun. They didn't sell the molds to anybody as far as I know. But it gives everybody else in the world that had molds, like, free reign to get stuff made. And what also came out is that, like, Coolmini or not didn't even technically have, they only had US rights for distribution of Rackham casts, so like all these other companies in Europe that were recasting from original molds and copies of masters, like, totally were legal to do so. Because Coolmini or not never pursued them, and that's why when Sans Detour got the rights or whatever, they were like kind of concerned, and obviously Sans Detour was like threatening to sue everybody, but you know. I'm just upset that I won't get the original piece of artwork that was part of my payment. Hey, it is Jacob. Jacob Jansen. Jacob, if I don't know, hold on, where's the Twitch chat? Hold on. Are you yourself a sub? I added, I don't know. Oh, yeah. So there you go. There are, look, we got emotes now. It's exciting. Oh, yeah, Ed to track him down. Well, what's weird, too, is one of the companies was also selling them off to just private collectors, which is like, what? That makes no sense, right? But anyway. And then Sans Detour also had some of them on their website. Trash, didn't you send the Arthur one? I thought. Now I do have some holes in the print here I need to fill, but that can be done literally at last highlight stage. So I don't too care. Oh, we never loaded it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm cool enough to get an emote on the actual Reaper Twitch. I don't know if that's allowed. I'm not cool enough, man. Just like how I'm not cool enough for them to bundle my paints and sell them in a group. I'm not cool enough. I have to get on Aaron Lovejoy's status before they'll do favors for me. Yeah, the back of this muscle is a little bit difficult. Well, actually, no, it's not. I can be rough right here. I lied. Only because, like I said, we're going to be going back in with the airbrush, so I'm going to be toning down and smoothing out pretty much everything I'm doing here. In what I would call a nadiral application of color. Now this portion of the body is where there's like a print line that goes all the way across. So no, I'm not. I mean, I'm not a studio painter for anybody. In general, that's kind of a misconception for a lot of situations. Like Reaper doesn't have any studio painters. They have people that call themselves that, but they don't pay people. And then Moonstone, that's done just because it's not like it's just not gonna work out between us. So I'm no longer. I was the studio painter, period, for them, but that's not how that's gonna be anymore. And then I had some other companies in the past ask, but they never wanted to actually pay because other people that are studio painters don't pay or don't even ask for pay. So it's like, Or you're not on my personal friends list, but so like I put a commission in the mail and earlier this week, and about 2 hours after I sent the tracking to the client, he filed a PayPal dispute for the deposit that he had paid. So that's cool, right? Finish work and then they try and pull money directly out of your PayPal account. So I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit with these painting commission people. So even when you get paid, actually, Jacob's a good client. I got paid and he didn't pull it back. Even though he should have. Terrible. I gave him a terrible paint job. Now the back I don't want to mess with. The hands I don't want to mess with. I guess we can do the top of the back here. Yeah, what's funny is like Jacob's paint job that he got from me pretty much was like almost exactly the same as the box art for Reaper. So he got that was good. I actually was very, very pleased that I pulled both. Like it's hard to do a high level box art in general, but to be able to pull it off twice was like, man, that's cool. Okay. Alright, let me get the palm. Now the hands I'm sketching a lot because I want the palms to be kind of pink. Like I'm going to shift the color a little bit depending on the body part. I like that he's doing this crazy roundhouse kick, though. Is it a roundhouse kick? Yeah. Now then, the base is like its own crazy mess, so I'm actually going to be hiding all of that part of the miniature behind leaves and foliage and all that good stuff. All right, so let's work some magic here. This weekend we've got our Atelier tier, or no I don't, no, sorry, Scholar Plus. The Atelier tier paint along stuff was last night. But we've got our Plus class this weekend. So I'm excited about that. Still never looked up what we're actually painting, but I know I'm excited about it. one of those deals. Alright, so let's do our little trick here. I'll zoom in. I'll zoom in. Painting tricks 101. Alright, so other than the motion sickness of this wobbler, sorry. There you go. Alright, so we've sketched in our values. Now I'm going to do the Natterall application. Whoops. Whoops. Let's do the bicep. Oh, the stone statues are this weekend. Okay, yeah, cool. That's gonna be a lot of fun. For sure. Alright, cool. So we toned that out. Ease, delees, peas, delees. Oh, I need a little bit more right there, huh? Okay. Well, that's the Sotar for you. That's why I hate the Sotar. I love it because of its atomization, but yeah, you can't use it for anything like priming, really, or any kind of paint that has thicker pigment, metallics, anything like that is terrible. It's like the worst airbrush I've ever touched in that regard. Now the Vex doesn't have that problem. That's why I was so impressed with the Vex. Because it atomizes like a Sotar. You just don't have to deal with the nonsense of a Sotar. Oh yeah, you like the Reaper kits up there? Pretty soon there won't be any more, so I definitely just wanted to create something out of them. Figured that'd be cool. Okay, I need like a similar tone, but I need it to be just a little bit different. So I'm wondering actually if this little trick right here will work. Let's find out and see. Oh, I need some white. I need some white. Oh, there it is. No more kids. That's all I'll say on that subject. Nothing that I have a say in. Nothing that I have a say in. Alright. Nope, I still need it to be more blue. This is tricky right now. This is a tricky game I'm playing. Is this what we need? Ah, I think I got it. Alright. Let us hop in. Okay, so I really like our warm highlights there, so that means we need the opposite. See what we've done here? We've created an opposite kind of like bluish greenish tone. But it's not glazy enough. I need it mucho glazy. There's also like a print aberration right there, which is a little annoying, but that's fine. Alright, so let me back this out. Okay, and back over here. What I'm doing is I'm just creating a shift between the two. Well, what I'll say is, no one that is on, like, the team thinks the kits should stop. So, there's that. But I'll leave a very vacuous statement out there. Why is it that the kits never come out on time? And why, for the last 2 months in a row, have they sent the wrong miniature out to everybody in the first batch? So. Because none of those errors have to do with anything with my team. Hey, Chris. Hope you're doing well this evening, as well as you can. So in some areas, right, I highlight up with that grayish blue. Other areas, it goes to the main color. I don't like whatever that mark is, though, on his boobicle. But I think that's just a print thing. Because, yeah, my painting's smooth as butter. As smooth as butter. There's no clumpy pigment around here, man. We don't do that in this neck of the woods. Coffee. I'm doing all right, Chris. Doing as all right as I can. Bump this down. I feel like I'm blowing out my color here. Okay. The back I'm gonna have be a little bit different. Let's do like, I guess I will bump it. I moved my camera, so that's why I don't know where to live my life here today. Or sorry, not my camera, I moved my lights. So I don't know like the best place to have them. Which I'm so glad so many people were able to buy those lights. I've had people message me about it, so. What sort of color's gonna work into the armor bits? No idea. I got no plans, Sam. No planito. Crispito. Okay, so then in the hair, I feel like I need to start sectioning out the hair already. Which may be a little bit too soon, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. So, I
wanted to start working some hair in just so that I could make sure I don't go the wrong direction on the skin, because remember I went 2 competing temperatures for most of this paint job. And the only place where they're gonna sort of meet up is going to be in the skin, in the shadow, so. This guy's a 3-eye Yeti. So I figure sort of snowy color theme, Yeti. White fur, bluish fur, whatever. Should make sense. Whoops. Got somewhere I didn't need it to be. Oh no, the paint job's ruined. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I've got an idea for the metal I don't think anybody's expecting.
It may not even look metal.
I mean, it will, but it's not like a traditional metal color. But it works well with the palette that we're going for here, so. Wait, who even said I'm doing non-metallic metal or something? I'm just gonna paint it silver paint and put a wash over it. What are you talking about? I'm not doing an ice paint job. No way, brose. I don't even know how to paint. I don't even know how to paint, okay? I don't even know what frosty metal would mean, right? Like, it would just look like metal, or it'd be blue, I guess. And I mean, are you talking like non-metallic metal or regular metal, right? Because that's the thing. I don't, other than the 10 plus tier, I've only ever gone sort of advanced on non-metallic metal one time for them. On the Dragnus Duckman Warrior, which was fun, but I know a lot of people were like too intimidated to even try it, so I hate to do that to people. Green would be a good call for this guy's armor. Like a phthalo green, like jade. And it would work well with this palette, that's for sure. Like I said, I consider jade. But that's not what we're doing, okay? But, so like in terms of the way, like the technique that we did the King of Hell jade,
That's how I'm gonna do this armor. Just a different color. Just a different color. So, I'm definitely... Alright, hold on. I'll look at the link, I guess. Let me pull this up. So you mean like literal frost? That just looks like you dry brush it. That just looks like you just paint it and then you dry brush white all over it at the very end. And you go, see, it's frosty. Yeah, so that, I mean, that's not like visually identifiable enough. So like, I'm not sure how, I'm not sure why you would do that, right? Like there's not a good way to illustrate the material. Because if you're frosting something, right, like it would look like stone on a paint job. It wouldn't look like metal. Because how would you give it enough contrast? Or if, you know, or it would end up looking like it was supposed to be crystal or an actual piece of ice because you're outlining darker objects. I don't know. Now, it could work, non-metallic metal, it wouldn't work. It could work on regular metallic paint though. Because I mean, you could even like just paint something a metallic color and then water down baking soda and then just put it all over it, right? And then you would get that physical effect. But that's really the only way that I think you could like just pull that off to where people understand what it is. It'd have to be a textural thing. And you're not going to be able to, like, you can't really texturally show felt or anything like that, which is essentially what that texture is of frost, is like a felty texture, powdery texture. And you can't really do that through, like, implied painting. Yeah, I mean, you could do... honestly, I feel like the regular metallic paint with baking soda is probably your closest bet to doing, like, actual frosting anything. Most likely. Hey, Cobramode's on YouTube. Wow, fancy. Schmancy, schmancy. Well, good. They said it looks good so far, so we're still doing okay on our mission to ruin it at the very last second. So as long as we don't ruin it until the very last second, we'll be okay. The foliage that I have for this guy is more like jungly. So I was considering like what would work best in terms of my Yeti setting. And I'm thinking this guy is not in the frozen tundras, pretty much. Wow, Chris Lazarine. What's up, dude? What's up, Chris? Is this going to be a cooler palette? I'm giving him a hard time because I'm appreciating his comment here. So it'll be a competing palette. So the skin, obviously you can tell, right, is nice and warm. But we did earlier, let me see if I can find a good spot. So we did mix in kind of this greenish, grayish ochre color on top of the skin tone to help tie it in between the two. So depending on what part of the body the shadow's existing, right, it goes a little bit cool. But yeah, so that's a good observation, right? So we're doing very, very warm skin. This sort of orangey tint that you're seeing towards the back of the body will be more pronounced later on in the paint job. Pretty much the skin, this is as far as I wanted to take the skin until I started working in you know, the blue that you're seeing. Really, and this blue isn't even necessarily that blue. If we had this color next to purple, it would look more gray, right? But we're just playing with the complementary colors to kind of make them look a little bit better. But overall, I will say, and I still haven't said what I'm doing with this whole conversation before you piped in. We were talking about metal and different metals and whatever. I'm going to be doing a very weird color for all the metallic surfaces, which will totally reset the tone of the palette. So the palette isn't going to be looking, you know, cool, warm, whatever. It's just going to be a bunch of color.
if I wasn't doing the color that I'm planning on doing. If I, like, for instance, right, if I did jade, like people were saying in the chat, it would keep it more cool. If I was going to do silvers, it would keep it cool. If I was going to do gold, it would shift it warm. And I think I've got a nice little trick to just totally ruin it all and just have it look not themed, if that makes sense. Alright, what else do we have? Fur. I think that's pretty much it. So we base coated the fur. Now the fur is going to get washed down with the green, which I'm sure sounds not expected. But it's going to be a dark green. Like a dark palette green. Oh, my nose is going off, man. I've been so messed up all the last like 2 days. Copper tone. That's a good guess. Definitely makes sense. Copper could be fun. Get some rust in there or something. All right, so I just need that to dry. Yeah, I don't want to even. There's a couple places on the print I need to clean up too in the arm stuff, but it's not too bad. The hands, we were gonna do more pink. I could tint the hands right now. Do that. Could definitely tint things. Iridescent. Iridescent. Well, that's what's nice about this, Chris. So this this company now, they do have like, you know, they're like building a world around the stuff that they're sculpting and everything, but it's not like a game where it's not based on a game. I'll put it that way, right? So there's no like official anything. You can just kind of do whatever. So in terms of what this is supposed to look like, right? There is no suppose. It's more whatever you'd like type of thing, which is always exciting. But so I've got a bunch of foliage and stuff to have him be doing his like wheelhouse kick around. I thought about doing like a funny like cactus style shape. I went and got a bunch of like wood, figure out if I could do like a tree, sculpt a tree around it, but I want it to be asymmetrical, right? So I want him to be, because if you look at his position on the plinth, he's coming off of the plinth, and so I needed a very strong like vertical presence to kind of like counterbalance it. And so I'm either thinking a bunch of bushy foliage or like a tree, then that'd be cool, but either way. All right, so this is drying, so I'm gonna grab phthalo green. I know, shocker. Shocker, shocker. I heard Sadie gave away some phthalo green today, that witch. That witch, you can tag her. We're friends on Facebook. I'm playing. I'm gonna be mad though if they really are trying to sell phthalo green in an exclusive kit. Well, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna send an email and be like, "Give me this color. I'm not buying the kit." But they should just release it. So many people want it. So many people are dying for that phthalo green, man. Okay, we got that, and then I need something dark. Something dark. I don't really want to do noir black, but I can, I suppose. I'll put it over here so I can remix it. Yeah, exactly. That's such a weak move to make it a fast palette only color. Alright, so I'm happy with this. This is like a really dark phthalo green, which is super fun. Phthalo green is people. Man, I drink Soylent, the product. Alright. What about a very dark blue for what? Chris, what do you... Yeah, there's a delay, so I gotta know what you're talking about. You're talking about washing this? So the first shift in this, in order to make this appear more blue, I need to add something to contrast it in its deepest color. So this is going to be almost white hair. So that's why I'm doing this phthalo green, because it's not like a super rich in-your-face green, right? It's going to be just enough to shift the color in the shadows. Now we can tint it a different color, but the idea for now is just shift it down. Then we can go darker than this, right? With like a purple or a really deep blue, which would make sense. Oh, right. Okay, so, yeah, here you go. So, Chris, that's... You're thinking the right direction. But let's go deeper. We must go deeper, okay? So what is making the dark blue dark? It's black pigment mixed in with the blue pigment, right? So the black pigment's gonna override. Think of it like a recessive gene. And only because I know I'm using Reaper paint, right? If I was using Chimera or something, that idea is perfect. But it's like a recessive gene. It's not gonna show up in a glaze. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't. That's why I'm going the complete opposite direction in terms of color theory and just going for a green instead of a blue currently, right? I can shift it into a deep blue once I've done this, but I want to get an alternate color to make it a lot more rich. Make it much more richer. So much more richer. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do another pass. But, and you know, that's the whole thing too. Like this green is enough of a shift to where it's not even that obvious in terms of a tonal shift, which is totally fine, right? Remember, we're going to be highlighting this up a lot. But, let's see, we'll do the finger tap there. Which, by the way, 2 Chris's in chat speaking back to back. Both with an L last name. That was good. That was hurting my brain for a second. I didn't know who was saying what. My brain was like, the Chris quota is full. Oh, you know what? Actually, did you like that noise? Ooh. There's clear. Damn it, I'm so blind, man. Okay. I was looking for this color all day earlier today and I couldn't find it, and it was in front of me the whole time. That's how that always goes. Well, it's funny, Chris, because that question I thought would be a good question. Like, I figured that question was coming from you, right? Because you were just kind of like asking a general question. But then when I saw this from other Chris, I was like, well, wait, right? Because I know that he knows a thing or two about painting. And then in my brain, I'm like, right, why is it not what you're expecting, right? In terms of just like using a dark blue. And that's when I'm like, all right, well, I should probably explain why I'm thinking that, which is because it's already black pigment, right? All right, so we got that first shift of color in there, which is cool. So now I'm gonna take clear blue and pump it in. Yeah, real Chris hours only. That's for sure. All right, now I've got that really, really rich. This is like a deep phthalo blue, actually, like a red tone phthalo blue in terms of fine fart colors. Dude, this palette's already destroyed. I'm out of room already, man. I'm gonna dry this off before I do anything else. I also haven't decided yet my all-over shadow color for everything. We'll get there, though. Let's see, let's start it off in the back here. This poor Vex, dude. I've abused it already. I feel bad. I'll take the needle out. I'm like so afraid of messing up the needle before they sell replacement parts. Well, I guess I'm not that afraid. But I don't want to break anything before I can replace it. That seems crazy. Okay, airbrush, come on. Alright, so I'm gonna keep going a little bit more. Remember, tomorrow we'll be going 2 hours. I still don't have a guest for tomorrow, so I gotta figure out the guest. If we're gonna have a guest, otherwise it'll just be me.
And you guys don't want that. Why would you want that? But last week we had Holly. Week before that we had Kevin. So we just gotta figure out who the guest needs to be here. All right, let's get sneaky beaky with this color. Now this color is a little bit too intense for what I need currently in terms of pigment. That might work. Okay, let's see how much it hurts. It's good. So the idea, right, was that I have that green chip, and you guys can still see it. It'll still be visible. Now, after the highlight, who knows? But I could ask Shoshi. I'm sure if she was available, she would say yes. I've been trying to ask people that I like haven't done stuff with. I could ask Zambies, maybe. But that's the thing. It's like so short notice, too. So that's the other problem. I don't want to be short notice guy, because that always is annoying. See how we're looking on that. Cool, I like that color shift. It's really rounding it out. But then again, so like tomorrow, if I don't have a guest, I can just have somebody join me on Discord, right? Something like that. We can talk. Do whatever. That's still something we haven't done, right? We've been trying to pull teeth to get people to post pictures of their work in progress stuff in the Discord, so. Well, and the trick with that too, Chris, is that there is phthalo green in this blue tone. So like they're still gonna mix together. But so like assuming I'm going to a more neutral highlight, so like a lightish kind of gray, then that will increase the saturation of all these colors without even trying, because it'll, you know, forcibly neutralize all of it so much. Now let's see, we need it like right up here, and then in between I'm gonna create a fake depression. It's not a real 2020 depression, you know what I mean? It's more like ran out of your favorite snack depression, right there between the whatever is and the bicep. The big old neck muscle. Around here we call that big neck muscle. Seen any of them big neck muscles? Alright. Finish that glaze out. Hook around the ear there. Let's get the regular degular hair here. Alright, cool. So, not bad in an hour of work, I would say. We're doing alright. I like the way the skin is set up. I think we're going to do just fine on this paint job. For sure. Let me look, take a crack at it over here. Yeah, it looks good. Looks nice. I think. Wait, did I reset that somehow? Wait a minute. Homeboy. I swear this light on the left-hand side's dying. Okay, there we go. But awesome. All right, guys. So remember, tomorrow 7 to 9, I'll be hanging out. I may or may not have a guest depending on whatever. So either way, we're gonna be, I don't know. We may get depending on how fast I go the first hour, we may start all the non-metallic metal stuff. I think we'll try and finish out the skin and the hair though, and then that way, we can have like one or two sessions after that. But big thanks. Remember, this weekend we got Patreon goodness, and that's pretty much it. So Facebook put us in Facebook jail today because I haven't streamed on here in a while. It literally shared this post nowhere, which is very typical. But tomorrow, I'm sure it'll be very nice. Once you come back that second day, all of a sudden, oh, everybody gets the notification. So, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you tomorrow, 7 to 9 CSTZ. Take it easy.